President Muhammadu Buhari speaks against recent spate of ethnic violence and tension, vows to protect all Nigerians. Plus, more voices condemn fueling of tension by the media. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. This is Panorama. This Monday, I'm Ruth Aguela. President Muhammadu Buhari has vowed that his government will protect all religious and ethnic groups, whether majority or minority, in line with its responsibility under the Constitution. In a reaction to reports of breakout of violence in some parts of the country, the president warned that the government will not allow any ethnic or religious group to stoke up hatred and violence against other groups. He gave assurance that his government will act decisively to stop the spread of any such violence. President Buhari appealed to religious and traditional leaders, governors and other elected leaders across the country to join hands with the federal government to ensure that communities in their domain are not splintered along ethnic and other primordial lines. Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo has expressed deep sadness over the mayhem and tragic loss of lives that occur at Shasha Market in Ibadan, calling on the people and their leadership to cooperate with government and security agencies towards ensuring the return of peace, which has been existing among the community for several decades. The Vice President stated this shortly after a condolence visit to the family of late Lateef Kayode Jakonde in Lagos. Jide Onifade reports.
Reiterating that violence and chaos know no tribe or religion and put everyone at risk, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says government, as a duty, will continue to work with the security agencies for effective strategies that will end the security challenges in the country, and that community leaders' efforts must be geared towards peaceful coexistence among all.
And there are so many different initiatives, as you know, going on now. That's the role of government. That's the duty of government. And we must do it. We mustn't fail in that duty. But the citizen must support government and must never allow a situation where we take the law into our own hands.
The Vice President, accompanied by his wife, Oludolapo, was received by the widow of late Lateef Kayode Jakonde, a one-time governor of Lagos State and Minister of Works and Housing under the Abuja regime. And this is what the Vice President says about the renowned journalist and politician commonly referred to as Baba Kekere.
That he remains a beacon to those who believe that public service can be done honestly, can be done diligently, with the welfare of the people being the primary purpose. I mean, we all know that Jakonde came from the stock of Papa Obafemi Awolowo and what today is referred to as progressive politics.
Similarly, Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila and former President Olusegun Obasanjo visited the Jakondes at their Ilupeju residence to console the family over the loss.
But very rarely do you find people who live both quantitatively and qualitatively, and he was such a person.
He was a man who came to this world, and what he found, he made it better than he found it, and that is what life is all about.
And quoting the Vice President, every day is a new page. What we write on it is what matters. In Lagos, Jide Onifade, NTA News.
In a related development, the Director General of the All Progressives Congress, Governors Forum, Salihu Mohammed Lukman, has described as unfortunate the violent ethnic clashes in Shasha community in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Reacting to the development in a statement, the DG decried the bad conduct of some individuals who instigated the crisis and expressed worry over the reactions by Nigerians on the social media that the unfortunate incident has been driven severely by ethnic profiling. The APC Governors Forum DG noted that it is important that political parties are able to consider new approaches that should challenge political leaders to become leaders and champions of peaceful coexistence. Now, the best way Nigerians can be maximally and confidently competitive in every sphere in the contemporary knowledge-driven world is when events in the country are inspiring citizens beyond the clamor for ethnic hatred, the statement adds. The Emir of Lafia, Justice Mohammed Sidi Bagi I, has described the Nigerian Television Authority as a critical partner towards national integration and the country's quest for socio-economic development. Now, the monarch was speaking when the management of the NTA Lafia, led by the General Manager Sani Ibn Salihu, paid a homage to his palace in Lafia. Isa Mohammed has more to tell us.
The homage is among the series being embarked upon by the management in order to build synergy for the purpose of serving the state efficiently. Justice Sidi Bagi expressed appreciation for the visit. He encouraged the organization to continue to promote those ideals that bind the country than those that would divide it. Justice Bagi assured NTA of the support of the Emirate Council for it to carry out its mandate effectively. The General Manager, NTA Lafia Sani Ibn Salihu, used the opportunity to intimate the Emirate Council of the modest efforts made so far to improve operations of the station through quality broadcasting, as well as improve on its reach for the benefits of the state. The quest of building synergy also took the management of the station to the State Command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, where issues of ridding the states of the consumption of illicit drugs and psychotropic substances dominated discussions.
NTA Lafia is a willing partner in this struggle to rid our society of this menace.
However, at the National Director of Employment, the two organizations agreed to pursue training for youth empowerment and pre-retirement for exiting staff. In Lafia, I am Isa Muhammad, NTA News.
In Lagos, we hear combined security personnel are still on alert at the Lekki toll gate to forestall any breach of law and order. Adeni Taiwo joins us live now in Lagos at the Lekki toll gate to tell us the situation report. Adeni, what can you say is happening there now?
Many thanks, studio. I would like to bring to your understanding the fact that today is the first Monday after the Saturday when the second round of test at Lekki commenced. The first Monday, the security agencies are on alert. They are still maintaining their perimeter here at Lekki to ensure that nothing goes wrong. Of course, you look around, there are no protesters in sight, and that means that maybe they've gotten the message that there will be, there are other ways to actually pursue their grievance. So I'm telling you that here in Lekki, everything is cool and calm. You can see the vehicles moving, being a Monday, like I said earlier on. People are going about their businesses. We have free-flowing vehicle, and area is calm, like they say in military parlance.
Okay, Adeni, from what you said, if I hear you correctly, you said there are no protesters around, because from what I can see also, there are vehicles moving around, going about their businesses, but no strings of any persons in any corner there.
No, there is no one here that that you can describe as, posing threat to the security around here. I mentioned earlier that the security agencies, the Lagos Task Force, they are maintaining the perimeter here, still keeping vigilance to ensure that nothing goes wrong. It is free, it is calm, nothing is happening here as far as our protest is concerned.
All right, thank you very much, Adeni Taiwo. Thank you.
Pleasure, studio.
All right, our correspondent there giving us an update what's happening at Lekki Tollgate at the moment. Let's look at other issues. The political class has again been reminded of the need for them to close ranks towards the attainment of a more united Nigeria. This is the position of the Nigerian Youth Democratic Party and the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Grand Alliance in the 2019 general election, General John Ball. Timothy Yusuf reports.
Banditry, kidnapping, arbitrary perpetration of violence and general insecurity in some parts of the country have become common news headlines. Leadership of the Nigeria Youth Democratic Party believes that making Nigeria greater than Nigerians is a possible way out of these challenges.
If you have love for your country, you will not involve in banditry or the issue of Boko Haramism and whatsoever.
A 16-man board of trustees chaired by Archbishop Sam Zuga was also unveiled in an effort towards active participation in the 2023 general elections.
Insincerity should be abolished. We should be sincere to ourselves before we can be sincere to our country.
In a similar initiative towards building a better country, the Patriotic Action Nigeria, chaired by the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, Abuja, in the 2019 general election, General John Ball, is of the view that no one can come from the outside to fix Nigeria, but Nigerians themselves, especially the political elites.
The unity of Nigeria is the key to youth development, hunger eradication, and women empowerment. All these are possible only when Nigeria becomes united.
I want Nigeria to remain a united nation, a united country.
He also identified the traditional leaders as important stakeholders of the Nigerian project. In Abuja, Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
The media activist Kadaria Ahmed has cautioned the Nigerian media to be careful and avoid further fueling of violence and ethno-religious tension in the country. In a message, the media guru expressed her worry about recent happenings in the country, asking the media in strong terms to desist from turning citizens against each other, which in the end will spiral into large-scale of ethnic killings. Kadaria reminded media organizations and journalists to uphold the book on ethical reporting so as not to betray the moral consideration that assigns the noble profession that also mandated fourth estate of the realm to be the last hope of the common man. She said despite numerous examples that exist which have proved, including not too long ago in Rwanda, that the conduct of the media can help in promoting or starting and perpetrating violence and ethnic strife, Nigerian media is beginning to turn a deaf ear to pleas to not become a tool that enables hate. In other news, an articulated truck laden with foodstuff collided with a moving train this Monday morning at Jonathan Coker Railway Crossing in Fagba, Lagos. Investigation revealed that reckless driving by the truck driver who did not totally clear off the rail line led to the accident. A tricycle was completely crushed, but the driver escaped by sheer luck. The train has been pulled off the road, we hear, while the ease of traffic has been restored. Nigeria's creative and entertainment industry is set for a rebirth as the federal government signs a memorandum of understanding with the Bankers Committee for the Restoration of the National Arts Theatre, Igamu, Lagos. Well, the agreement for the private sector-funded 21 billion naira project is facilitated by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Let's hear more from Adeni Taiwo.
Built 45 years ago as a national monument to the African culture, the imposing National Arts Theatre, Igamu, Lagos, has in the last 2 decades gone moribund, failing to provide the needed support for the nation's fast-growing creative industry. Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has been working with the Central Bank of Nigeria to save the national asset by partnering the private sector. He is excited on this particular occasion as he signs a series of agreements with the Bankers Committee to restore the facility.
As part of the restoration of the National Theatre, there will be the development of a purpose-built cluster to provide world-class facilities for the Nigerian creative industry.
It is going to be a 21st century building. It is going to be a building that will breathe in IT, in everything, such that when we are holding international conferences, IMF World Bank meetings, it will be beamed in different parts of the world without any interference. That is what we are trying to develop here.
We are also working to support the creation of the Lagos Creative and Entertainment City, which will provide employment to millions and millions of youth.
With a projected capacity to generate about 35,000 jobs during and after construction, the project will help in addressing some of the concerns of Nigerian youths.
For me, it's not only the national theatre that I see a transportation solution that has been solved. But more importantly, I see urban regeneration. The President has fully supported this project.
Contracts for the project were also awarded during the ceremony. With a timeline of 15 months to complete the project, work is expected to start very soon, and Nigerians can look forward to a new national theatre. In Lagos, Adini Taiwo, NTA News.
All right, let's go on a break. We're back. Stay tuned.
For now, the best and most efficient way to avoid getting infected is through regular hygienic and sanitary practices, as well as social distancing. As individuals, we remain the greatest weapon to fight this pandemic. By washing our hands regularly with clean water and soap, disinfecting frequently used surfaces and areas, coughing into a tissue or elbow, and strictly adhering to infection prevention control measures in health facilities, we can contain this virus.
Thanks for staying tuned. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, says no part of the country will suffer intervention neglect because of its geographical location or political inclination. Boss Mustafa stated this at the inauguration and handing over of road and stormwater drainage at the Federal College of Education, Yola, sponsored by the Ecological Fund Office. Yusuf Jika reports.
Construction of the road and stormwater drainage provides permanent solution to erosion and persistent flooding experienced over the years in the institution. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, said the completion of the project underscores government's concerted efforts and sincerity of purpose in tackling ecological problems and making life more meaningful to the people.
There is no doubt that the project will provide a window of opportunities for economic growth of the institution.
Permanent Secretary, Ecological Fund Office, Habiba Lawan, revealed that the project followed a request by the Provost Federal College of Education, Yola, to arrest the continuous erosion, flood, and other ecological threats in the institution. Similarly, the SGF inaugurated erosion control, 18.8-kilometer double trace surface drain road, 27 culverts, Hongaraha Road in Adamawa State, carried out by the Ecological Fund Office. The project is one of the 18 ecological interventions approved for the first quarter of 2018 and is expected to address the devastating effects of erosion and flood menace in the benefiting communities. In Yola, Yusuf Jika, NTA News.
Let's bring you the latest update on COVID-19. 520 new COVID-19 infections have been recorded in Nigeria in the last 24 hours, bringing the total confirmed cases to 146,184. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control says the new infections were found in 18 states and the FCT. Ondo recorded the highest with 120 cases, but no 41, Ebonyi 37, Benue 33, Plateau 30, FCT 29, Nasarawa and Ogun 25 cases each, as well as Edo and Oshun with 24 cases each. Katsina recorded 22 new COVID-19 cases, Kaduna 21, Niger 20, Kwara 14, Ekiti 13, Yobe 10, Oyo 4, while Bayelsa and Jigawa recorded 1 case each. With 23,594 active cases nationwide, 120,838 of Nigeria's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have been discharged, while the death toll is now 1,752. Let's talk politics as the APC membership registration and revalidation exercise continues nationwide. Members have expressed willingness to stand with the party and President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. Elizabeth Omori reports.
Ekiti Ayodeji Ogunshakin reports that the state governor, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, promised that the ruling All Progressives Congress APC would always work towards the success of all policies and programs of the federal government. The governor gave the indication while revalidating his party's membership at his hometown, Ishon Ekiti.
The process has been seamless.
In Lagos, the Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Raji Fashola, says the APC revalidation exercise provides an opportunity to build an enduring database of membership and create a platform for prospective members to benefit from the party. Musa Tolia reports that the minister validated his membership at Surulere local government area in Lagos.
It just brings an opportunity also for people who have been looking for an opportunity to taste political experience to register now as members of our own party and begin to integrate from the primary level, which is the unit level.
Similarly, the former governor of Lagos State, Akinwumi Ambode, also validated his APC membership at his local government in Ekpe. The former governor, who completed the registration exercise with his wife alongside other APC members, commended APC leadership for repositioning the party for future elections. He urged Nigerians to join the winning train, which guarantees dividends of democracy.
With this exercise, APC is going to get stronger in a new and modified progress that we're looking for in APC.
Still on APC revalidation exercise, the Minister of Defense, retired Major General Bashir Salihi Magashi, has described the ongoing APC registration as another milestone in the political development of the country. He spoke to NTA News at his word.
What we want is popular support from all cadre of people in this country, so that in the next general election we will show our force and be able to succeed in all its ramifications.
In the same vein, Chika Okorie in Abakaliki reports that the people of Ebonyi State came out en masse to align with the mandate of the party, and the Deputy Governor of the state, Dr. Kelechi Igwe, was among stakeholders who applauded the exercise.
Nobody in Ebonyi State today that will indict this administration or the governor for non-performance. That shows that having come to the mainstream of politics in Nigeria and partisanship, that Ebonyi people will benefit more.
Elizabeth Mori there reporting. Talking sports, Tamara Obiwe will guide us.
Cyril Olisema's goal in the 59th minute was the difference between two Nigeria Professional Football League sides, Enyimba International and Rivers United, as they clashed in the first leg second round preliminaries of the CAF Confederation Cup. Enyimba International go into the second leg next Sunday, built for their Dokie Amiesimaka Stadium with a goal advantage. Away from continental football, match day 10 of the Nigeria Professional Football League played across 5 centers on Sunday recorded no away wins. Adamawa United and FC Fanyuba played a 1-1 draw. MFM FC lost to Kano Pillars by a lone goal. Big scorers of the day are Kwara United with a 3-0 bashing of Dakada FC and Nasarawa United garnering all 3 points against Akwa United with a 2-1 victory. Match day 10 continues on Monday with a double header between Heartland FC and Lobi Stars of Makodi and the rental derby between Abia Warriors and Rangers International. To combat sports now, Nigeria's Kamaru Usman is still celebrating his Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC largest winning streak, after he retained his title Saturday night in the welterweight division. He defeated former sparring partner and Brazilian opponent Gilbert Burns via technical knockout in round 3 of the fight at the Apex Arena in Las Vegas. With sports updates, Tamara Ibiwe, NTA News.
All right, that's Panorama. Thank you very much for your company. Together, let's defeat rape and rapists. I'm Ruth Aguela. Bye.